What's the difference between sarcasm and satire? They're both forms of expression that often involve humour and criticism, but they differ in their intent, style, and scope. Sarcasm tends to be personal and shows contempt, whereas satire is general and its intention is to amuse. Sarcasm is a form of verbal irony, where someone says the opposite of what they really mean, often in a mocking or contemptuous tone. The primary intent of sarcasm is to convey disdain or ridicule, even to harm. It's often used to express frustration, annoyance, or to make a point in a darkly humorous way. Sarcasm is often direct and personal, targeting an individual. Someone looks out of a window on a rainy day and says, "What a beautiful day." They are using sarcasm to highlight the unpleasant weather. They're not really meaning literally what they say. Satire, on the other hand, is a broader literary and artistic genre that uses humour, irony, exaggeration, or ridicule to criticise or mock societal norms, politics, or general human behaviour. The intent of satire is often to provoke thought, inspire change, or highlight flaws in systems, society, or individuals. But it aims to entertain, as well as delivering a message or critique. Satire can be more elaborate and may involve storytelling, characters, and various forms of media, such as literature, film, or theatre. It often addresses larger social or political issues rather than just focusing on an individual, attacking a person. A satirical work like George Orwell's Animal Farm uses allegory and humour to critique totalitarianism and the corruption of social ideas. What makes satire so powerful is it is a form of commentary which can criticise the establishment or the hegemony, that is, the mainstream dominant view, by using humour, and it is difficult to defend against, because in order to balance out the point that's been made satirically, a counter piece of satire would have to be established to tackle the initial satire. And as this is pretty much impossible, satirical magazines have done a powerful job over the years in criticising, and if you have a play or a movie, then often the message gets through and permeates people's minds, and it's difficult to stop that from seeping in. So satire is not easy for the establishment to defend against. A good example of satire in modern times was the TV programme Spitting Image, which became established in the 80s, mid-80s, and it lampooned politicians in particular, other people too, celebrities and the like, but it mainly directed its critique at the Thatcher government of the time, and pretty much made fools and stars of and household names of Thatcher's cabinet. But within the very acerbic humour, it did score a lot of political points, and it was almost impossible to see Thatcher's cabinet members as being credible once you'd been given the puppet version of them on your screen. You tended to think that was exactly the way they were, but this was to do with the quality of the writing and the voice actors involved. Quite a lot of the voice actors, such as Steve Coogan, who I think did Douglas Hurd, and Neil Kinnock. These voice actors went on to become quite famous in their own right and get their own TV series, etc. John Coulshaw, I think, was another impersonator.